Just a gorgeous fall afternoon in the heart of Texas. No weather to speak of. Sun out, roof open. Yes, yes, and yes. A great day for football at AT&T Stadium in Arlington. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Dallas Cowboys. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Start on the ground with Elliott. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of 3 right away, and it's second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game, so what do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels, because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Second and 13. And he's got his man in stride, complete. The pass. And they'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches, so as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
Out of the gun now on third down. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. So on fourth down, here's Chris Jones to punt it away. Jabril Peppers is deep for the Giants. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. The holding penalty and negates a good return as they'll start just past the 20. Throwing on first down, Jones. That's caught by his tight end, Evan Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. First and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the 40-yard line.
Second and 11. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. And that is caught. He's got it for a Giant touchdown.
Complete to number 17.
A big play there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Giants are going to take a first quarter lead.
Is good.
Extra point try good by Gano. And that makes the score 7-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
And are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number one goal? Make the playoffs. Number two, win your division. Number three, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number one seed so you get that first round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
2 yards, good enough for a first.
I know what you're thinking out there. I know a lot of you are thinking, take a shot downfield. It's a great spot for it. I'd say maybe later in the game, definitely in the second half. But right now, I think they're just trying to get some momentum built. Get a first down, pick it up, and keep moving.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And out across midfield down to the 45. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Oh, boy.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
Now a play fake here on first down. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Defensively here, you're facing a top 5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high powered, you got to find a way to hold them under 20, because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored, give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
Yeah, I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
It's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down. He'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. And that is incomplete.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. Here comes Peppers. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10.
At their own 22-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. Look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. Would be ideal.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, Jones. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Caught right side, Tate. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Giants 7, Cowboys 0.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Jones. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, But on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
Jones now to throw on third down. Being chased out left. And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
And that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown on the opening drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about.
He's got a man complete. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. Give him 30 yards there. Back in the first quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the first quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they do finally get him, but he makes it all the way to the 6. A big play here for Dallas. 42 yards. A first opportunity in the red zone for the Cowboys. They've got a 1st and goal to go at the 7. Out of the gun, it's Elliott. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's 2nd and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
They go option, and he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Ezekiel Elliott, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zerline good with a PAT, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive, and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs, and that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. Flush to his right. And that's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. From the gun, Jones. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And this is going to be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
Fielded at the 20. The danger of a punt that good, a 16-yard return. And that will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 36-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive. This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Looking deep in the direction of Cooper. This is caught at the 20. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. It's a big play for the Cowboys on 3rd. 51 yards. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. Picked up by James Bradbury. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
At their own 7-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
On 2nd down, Barkley. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. After a gain of 5, they'll wind up being about a length of the football short here on 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22.
He was taken down.
Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as he'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. Jones on 1st and 10. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. A big play there just before halftime. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete.
2nd and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. To throw again. Jones. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys 21. 11 yards there, first down.
And the Giants first down.
Here's Jones throwing on first down. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Complete to Evan Ingram.
Evan Ingram in the final seconds of the first half. And the Giants have taken the lead.
That was a beautiful ball right there as he waited for his tight end to come uncovered in the end zone, so give him points for patience as well. Delivered it right where it needed to be for 6 points.
Gano the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the first half as they'll kick this one away. Taken in the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
Over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll drop it off with Saquon Barkley. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now Saquon Barkley. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. A give to Barkley out of the gun. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. So a solid run by Saquon Barkley and another 1st and 10 here. Operating from the gun, Jones. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Evan Ingram.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
On 2nd down now, Barkley. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
I think we can safely say that those types of plays are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
And on 3rd down, the Cowboys bring in an extra defensive back. From the gun, Jones. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 23. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down. Now Jones on first down. Looking for the end zone. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants.
Complete to number 17.
23 yards for the touchdown. And the Giants add on to their lead. That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the third quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
And he's able to get it up close to the 35, but hang on here. Penalty marker down. And this one might be going the other way.
That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore.
So the hold on special teams backs him up all the way inside the 15 to start. Elliott. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Elliott. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. 12 yards there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
They go play action here on first down. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And that's caught inside the 30. There he goes, Amari Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys. Amari Cooper, 78 yards. And the Cowboys draw a bit closer. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Off the play fake, Jones. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Trayvon Diggs.
Well, you were backed up into a 2nd and long, but instead of trying to get the yardage back in chunks, he's trying to get it all back at once. And this defense was just lying in wait, and they're there to pick this one off.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Flushed out right. And he's going to lose a yard or two. Taken down behind the line. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
2nd and 11. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they move this all the way down to the 9. A very solid gain of 27. He's having a big game through the air, and sometimes those smart decisions just dump it off. That's how you continue to have big games through the air.
I agree totally. That's a great analogy, a great way to put it, because he doesn't get too greedy where everything has to be pushed downfield, trying to create big plays that aren't there. You dump it off and take that nice gain, and things add up, and now you have the kind of game he's having.
It'll be a 3-yard pickup, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
Brings up 2nd and goal.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far, they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. They'll try again with Elliott, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 15 on the year and 2nd of the game. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from tying the football game. Zerline now for the PAT. He's got it, and we're all tied at 21.
That ties the game at 21 apiece.
Couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down. And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. In this defense, if you don't bring 11 guys to the ball to try and get him on the ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Jones now on 1st and 10. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 47-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. Barkley a 1st down and more. Past the 20. Touchdown, Giants. Saquon Barkley with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Giants have broken our tie as they take the lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up job there. I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Again, it's Elliott. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. Yeah, that one going to be knocked away and incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
Out now comes the Cowboys punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 40-yard punt, 8 on the return, and possession will switch hands, 1st and 10.
At their own 32-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
Tackle made at the 36.
I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
And a nice job to break free of one tackle, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
3rd down.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And the Cowboys' pressure gets there this time for the sack. Randy Gregory drops him for a loss of 12, and it also brings up 4th down. Here's Riley Dixon now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And taken right at the 35. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
At their own 43-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A good 1st down call as the screenplay gets him 9.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he's got this down to the 35. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is caught at the 8. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line.
4 yards.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
Down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now Elliott on 1st and goal. They'll try the option left. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. He'll get 6 on the ground there, and it'll be 2nd and goal coming up. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
And now he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's their quarterback scoring a the 2-yard keeper. And the Cowboys will have the lead if they can hit the PAT. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter.
Makes the score Cowboys 28, Giants 27.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now, the bad news for them, they've seen that cushion they once had totally evaporate, and they're working from behind. The good news, they now have the opportunity to regain the lead right back. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll go to Barkley again, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
2 yards, and it's 3rd down.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, Jones. He sets to fire deep. That's caught at the 25.
Jones pass.
It's a big play for the Giants on 3rd down. 49 yards.
1st down, New York.
Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game.
Here we go.
So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A 1st down carry for Barkley. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
They'll run it again with Barkley. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And now before this 1st down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll get a chance to talk it over after picking up the 1st down. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
10-yard line.
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here. On the run, it's Barkley. And a short pickup there down to about the 9.
Another good run for him. What else is new? That'll put him right at 150 yards for the game. So he's really made his presence felt in this one.
For the lead, here's 3rd and goal. Here's Barkley. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Giants are going to jump back in front.
Wow, I know it's a never-say-never situation, but to me, that looks like that's the one that's going to finish them off.
The score that puts them in front here late, but now you got to rally your kick team, don't you, and say the last thing we need is a big return.
And what happens is guys get overeager, get out of their lane because they're so excited they want to make the last tackle. You mess up, it could come back at you a long way.
And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful.
Graham Gano set to
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's up just shy of the 40.
Boys take over 1st and 10 at their own 39-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They're down here in a 1-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
And they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That 3rd down conversion good for 23. And that is incomplete. 16 seconds now on the clock. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the 2nd quarter, he may very well run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Incomplete from the contact. Brings up a 3rd down.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Back to throw. Open man Lamb. It's complete. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation.
Today's final.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better. And that got it done in this one.
So for the Giants, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will head home next week to take on the LA Chargers. Meanwhile, for Dallas, it's just their second loss so far to go along with their 7 wins. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.